energy of Jackson area sports straight to your...
Live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson, it's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. Jackson Public Schools Superintendent Jeremy Patterson. From the Mid-Michigan chapter of the American Red Cross, Executive Director Judy Harris. Entertainment correspondent Mike Mara. Meet the JTV staff with Joe Hawley. And from Elishart Museum Director of Education, Natasha Levitt. And now, here's Bart.
Thanks so much, David Rice. Good afternoon, everyone. And thanks for taking time to be with us today. Sunshine and 45 degrees, can you believe it, for January 8th? Yes, it's going to warm up even more, but we probably will be sleeping at the peak enjoyment hours because by about 4 a.m., we will hit the high of the day tomorrow of 58. I know. And then it'll gradually drop. By tomorrow afternoon, we will be around 40 degrees. So very, very brief, but extreme spike in the temperature between now and this time tomorrow. With that, a chance of rain this afternoon and breezy conditions. The winds will be quite strong today, tonight, into Friday and Friday night. Saturday, rain showers, then rain and snow showers by afternoon, high of 39. Even colder on Sunday, more snow showers a possibility. Then back into the 30s and near 40 next week. So somewhat of a roller coaster weather continues, but no significant snow in the next week is anticipated. And there you have it, today's weather, presented by Kelly Express. Kelly Express has great deals on your favorite snacks. They have a rotating variety of specials, so check out the deals. They're ever-changing, and of course, pizza's awesome. You can get a slice of pizza for $1.99 at South Street, Jefferson Road, Grass Lake, Napoleon, County Farm Road, and Michigan and Robinson. And with the warmer weather today and a little bit of sunshine, today might be a great day for a Kelly Express car wash at Weatherwax, Grass Lake, and County Farm Road. Let's look outside. Last couple of days we saw an awful lot of fog, but it seems to have improved quite a bit. Looks like a spring day. Get outside and enjoy it, but wait until after this show's over, will you please? Today is the 8th of January, starting week 2 of 2026. It is Argyle Day. Lucas, has anybody been wearing Argyle today? Any sweaters or socks? No? Missed it. Bubble Bath Day, and I believe that's where Brandon has gone off to. It is National English Toffee Day, Man Watchers Day, Show and Tell at Work Day, and I did bring something to show and tell, but I understand we don't have enough time for it. So maybe next year. And it is World Typing Day. On this day in 1790, George Washington delivered the first ever State of the Union address, and it's a tradition that's continued for, I think, pretty much every year. He began by congratulating North Carolina on their decision to join the Union. And he also said, we need a post office. I need someplace to go at around 11 o'clock in the morning and check the mail. And he also said, we really need public education. Those were the key points of his first State of the Union. On this day in 1996, the Baseball Writers Association of America elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame no one. First time in 25 years that none of the nominees had enough votes. They need 75% of the votes of the Baseball Writers of America, and they did not. No one got it. But Phil Necro, the closest, he almost had 70%. He made it in the knuckleballer the next year. On this day in 1972, the NCAA granted eligibility for freshmen to play basketball and football. Up until that point, freshmen had to sit out the year, or they played for a JV team. Colleges at that time, pretty popular JV teams, and people like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and another famous UCLA or Bill Walton, they couldn't play their freshman year at UCLA because of that NCAA rule. On this day in 1992, one of the most memorable gaffes in presidential history, President George H.W. Bush, he vomited on the Prime Minister of Japan. They were at a dinner, and he actually played tennis with the Prime Minister earlier in the day, but he must have had some bad shrimp because he leaned over and threw up on the Prime Minister's lap, and there's Mrs. Bush wiping up his face. It's lasted in the lexicon of Japan. Bushura is roughly translated to pull a bush. And in Japan, when you pull a bush, you're vomiting. And on this day in 1993, Michael Jordan's game-high 35 points led Chicago to a 120-95 win over Milwaukee. He got exactly at that point 20,000 points in the 620th game of his NBA career. And that's the second fastest to reach the milestone after Wilt Chamberlain. And it was later that year, unbelievable, Michael Jordan announced his retirement from basketball. And you may be thinking, wait, 93? No, he played after that. Yes, he did. He retired, took a couple years off, played minor league baseball, and then came back to the Bulls. Now today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. Today we have the beginning of January movie nights at the Michigan Theater downtown. Tonight it is Rebecca. Doors open at 6:30 and the movie starts at 7. Admission is just $5, free for members. Step into the haunting classic of American cinema history with Rebecca from 1940. This was Alfred Hitchcock's first American film, and a masterful blend of romance, psychological suspense, and Gothic atmosphere. That's at the Michigan Theater tonight. And Y2K Pop After Dark tonight at the Honky Tonk at Oak and Iron. Come and enjoy your favorite 90s and 2000s pop stars up on the big screen for Y2K Pop After Dark from 8 p.m. until 1 a.m. And they're going to be doing this on the second Thursday, every second Thursday at the Honky Tonk at the Oak and Iron. And that is it today in the J, presented by Experience Jackson. High school sports, the winter season in full swing. Last night, JTV Sports was out and about. Some of the games that our photographers stopped in at included college and high school. At Spring Arbor University, at Jackson College, the men of JC lost to, what was the score? Glen Oaks, 82-81. It was a nail biter. And a lot of the games of the Jets this year have come down to the final seconds. Very tightly fought, high-scoring game. On the women's side, the women of of Jackson College were at Lansing Community College, and they lost 67-62 on the campus of Spring Arbor University. The men lost to Bethel 90-77. The women Cougars over Bethel 61-56. In high school basketball, Columbia Central, Michigan Center, Leslie, Hanover Horton, Manchester, all winners. Also in a nail biter, Napoleon defeated Homer 57-56. Gavin Davis made the winning layup with just 10 seconds left to give the Pirates their victory, and JTV Sports was there. Great game. Congratulations, Pirates. Be sure and check out jtv.tv every day for highlights, photos, scores, and more. And of course, upcoming games listed on the Center for Family Health Sports scoreboard each day at jtv.tv, Jackson County's most visited website. We have a great lineup of guests on the show today. We'll be kicking things off with the superintendent of Jackson Public Schools. That is Jeremy Patterson. He's standing by in the CNB green room. Also today, the Red Cross has a blood emergency, an urgent need, and Judy Harris will be here from the American Red Cross. Mike Mara, our entertainment correspondent, he's been watching films and TV shows. He'll have some recommendations. Meet the JTV staff continues today with JTV General Manager Joe Hawley. And Natasha Levitt will be here from the Ella Sharp Museum. All today on JTV. Nice to have you with us on this nice, mild January afternoon. And we get started right after this.